Hi, my name's Terry Weaver, and I'm going to do a walk around on the all-new ISX 12G gas engine. Pretty exciting. We've been waiting for this engine for about 3 years now. Now this is a 12 liter, and it's rated for up to 400 horsepower and 1450 foot-pounds of torque. What's really exciting is we've got an 80,000 pound truck that runs on natural gas now. We can get up to 163 diesel gallon equivalents on this chassis back here. We recently did a demo with one of the major construction fleets in the Houston market. They ran the truck over 300 miles a day, pulling a belly dump at 80,000 pounds. They did it for 5 days straight and went off without a hitch. The driver was very impressed with the power and the capabilities of this 12 liter gas engine. Now, in some aspects, this is a simpler engine than the diesel engine. For instance, we don't use the diesel particulate filter or the SCR system, and that eliminates about 20 sensors that come along with the 2013 EPA diesel engines. So as you can tell, the engine's simpler, and a lot of people are going to be happy with that, because unfortunately, the more sensors you have on board a heavy piece of machinery like this, the more room for error.
Now we're going to take a look at the fueling system for this compressed natural gas engine. We have dual frame mounted 40.5 DGE, diesel gallon equivalent systems, for a total of 81 DGE. But here's actually what you're sort of curious about, is where to fill at. Now, some of the newer systems have a little bit different, but this is what we have. Some mount the filling on the tank or have them a little bit different. Here we have two receptacles. We have the large fill receptacle for the slow fill, and then we have the small receptacle for the fast fill. Typical public station is going to be somewhere between 3,600 to 4,400 PSI. Attach the system, turn the nozzle to flow, and it'll just go until it's full. Take the nozzle off, and you're good to go. In the middle, you can also see you have your emergency cutoff, and then up here you have your two gauges. Here on the left, you can see right now we're at 3,000 PSI, so we're pretty full right now. But don't worry, because it's not the only gauge. There's actually a gauge that looks like a typical gas gauge or diesel gauge in the cab. It just has your E to F, same thing. So once you start getting to the lower side, you're going to need to fill.
We're going to go ahead and start this engine so you can see how the natural gas engine sounds. It's a lot quieter than diesel. You don't have the knocking in the engine. It's just altogether a quieter, simpler technology.
And now we're going to take a look at the inside of the vehicle. A compressed natural gas cab and a diesel cab look exactly the same. The fuel gauge even looks the same. So the biggest thing that'll tell the difference is the way the engine sounds. Now, as you can tell, the engine sounds a lot different. It's a lot quieter, about 15 decibels quieter while you're driving down the road. Why don't you come on in and check it out for yourself.
Here's a close-up of what the ISX 12G looks like. For comparison purposes, we're looking at an ISX 12 diesel engine. As you can see, the turbo on this engine is a lot larger. It's actually a different type of turbo. It's a variable geometry turbo, which is a little more complicated than what the ISX 12G uses, a wastegate turbo. As you can see, it's very similar. And as a matter of fact, parts-wise, it's very similar as the ISX 12G. The warranty is exactly the same. 2 years, 250,000 mile base warranty on the ISX 12G engine and the ISX 12 diesel engine. One of the big differences in the engines is the injectors. This uses a diesel injection system. It's a diesel combustion system. The ISX 12G natural gas engine uses spark plugs. It's a spark ignited engine, just like we use in most automobiles today.